start off by saying that you don't need much to hook to store hairbands, because initially when I first did it, I did it with hooks like this. Essentially, you just need 2 bars because 1 bar is not stable. So imagine this on a metal hanging thing, 2 bars, and then you just hook your hairbands. And then they stay quite secure, only that it slides off like this if we really want them to. And this is how I hooked most of my hairbands at the beginning, but then I needed an expansion, so that's how this came about. This one is a Daiso. It's from Daiso. I think it's a towel rack. It looked like this, that you can close them up and open them up. That's not really the point. The point is that it has 2 bars. So for the longest time, I hooked them this way. Of course, I hooked the thicker hairbands most of the time this way. Yeah. So when it's hooked onto the mesh, I have my hairbands in display. Now I'm just making it fancier. That's all I'm doing. So I'm making a second of this one. This one was my test piece. And I wrote foam around it and covered it with fabric. That's how this one is. And then the fabric up here is suede or suede-like material. So it's rough if you put it this way. Initially, I just wanted to cover with cotton, but then it was not doing a very good job of holding all my hairbands, so I switched to suede. So there is some resistance in this direction, so it kind of just, it does keep the hairband there for more stability, I guess. Yeah, so this is what we're making today. Something like that. So I start off by securing the foam onto the wire frame thing. And I used hot glue here, but then I feel like you can completely do this by sewing, and it'll probably be secure enough. You still have to wait for hot glue to cool off and dry, so it's not as fast as you think it is. Haha, almost burnt myself there. It would be terrible. So the next step I'm trying to do is to cover the sides and make it all pretty. And I chose this fabric because, I don't know, I have them. I thought this would. The great thing about foam is that you can pin into it. So I kind of just pinned the fabric in place. And then I cut off the excess fabric that's around. And then cut slits into this. And then I can sew the tabs down. And then that's how the sides are finished. So fast. Then covering the rest is much easier because it's just a tube. So I just cut a piece of fabric, fold the raw edges at both sides, and then cover one round around the whole thing, and then fold the raw edges at the very end. It's overlapping, and then everything is concealed. I just did a whip stitch and it's all on. Ta-da! It's just whip stitched on. Now I have 2. Yeah, I can set it up. It's full. I have too many hairbands. And I feel like I'm missing blue. Hey, I upgraded. I just put a little section in between these 2 sections. And now it's a whole row. Haha. You know, when you look at my hairband and then you look at my clothes, it makes a lot of sense. It does. They are very similar colors. So I made the blue hairband that I'm missing, but it doesn't match the only thing and I want it to match. Or it won't matter because it's in my hair. But the thing is a color. I am not one for exactly matching in the first place. Maybe this will work. Right? Convincing myself. It's pretty. It's kind of cute. Yeah. It almost matches absolutely nothing in my wardrobe because I only have navy blue and they're all dark. They're so bright. I mean, you can argue it matches that blue stripe there and the yellow gold matches the yellow. Maybe it can match, but still. Maybe I can give this away. I don't know. And then make another one. Oh, the star has popped. I see. That hotfix thing doesn't work. Yeah. Okay, Ivy. I will stop thinking about this.